tired of the whole Yoruba now to gather and fight our common enemy. Some of them will be busy fighting each other on a criminal, on a land. We hear that Ilobu and Ifonson, they are fighting. If Amodeke, they are fighting. This community is fighting that community. It is not time for that one now. It is time for all of us to come together and fight our common enemy, which is Fulani. Every blow to Southwest. So there is a very big need for us to stand up. And we saw on the front of newspaper this morning, Punch, precisely that Amotekun, like 2,000 personnel are on ground to comb our forest in the Southwest. But they are making some demand that they need equipment, some modern technology and equipment. So that means they need fund, because to get technology, you need fund. And they also need I want to add this one, that they need training. Security is about training. As we know that they don't have access to sophisticated weapons like AK-47 or whatever, but like I usually say, if they cannot get AK-47, give them AK-39 and train them so that there will be efficiency. And apart from Amotekun, I wish that all other people, the volunteer, like JTF, joint volunteers, whatever, they should join them. And I'm also appealing to Nigeria Police and Army to give support to Amotekun so that we will comb our forest. Away from that, our boys, we have boys, we have Igbo boys.
Employ over 2,000 Amotekun, just to protect the lives and properties and the farmlands of innocent indigenous people of Yoruba. What's your take as regards?
Well. The Amotekun, they are on ground already employed during the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. There was a security threat in the Southwest, and we thank God for the cooperation and understanding of the Southwest governors. They mixed together at Ibadan, and they came up with the idea of Amotekun. And since then, Amotekun has been running and trying its best, especially in Ondo. Much has not been here from Oyo. Also State, Amotekun is functioning well a bit. Ogun State is not that functioning, and Lagos State don't even have their own Amotekun. So all these things put together, we can say we score them some mark. Now the only issue we have is that Yoruba, we like to be relent. We are not a violent people, and we are so accommodating, and to cry it all, we are a bit docile. We like enjoyment, and so that one has made us to be relent a bit. And we thought, since we have President Tinubu now as a chief of, commander-in-chief of armed forces in Nigeria, that automatically our region will be protected. Forgetting that when Buhari was the president of this country, the North, they don't enjoy security. So the same thing wanted to be happening in the Southwest. We have seen that governor of Oyo State cry out that there is influx of bandits into Oyo State, and surprisingly, 10 members of ISWAP were arrested in Oyo State, Ilesa, while they are undergoing training on how to make a bomb. Another one has been arrested recently. DSS arrest another one pretending to be a rich watch repairer. Very, very unfortunate. All these things is signal to an impending insecurity in Southwest, and the recent kidnapping of the wife of former AIG Atareko is another every blow to Southwest. So there is a very big need for us to stand up, and we saw on the front of newspaper this morning, Punch, precisely that Amotekun, like 2,000 personnel are on ground to comb our forest in the Southwest. But they are making some demand that they need equipment, some modern technology and equipment. So that means they need fund, because to get technology, you need fund. And they also need I want to add this one, that they need training. Security is about training. As we know that they don't have access to sophisticated weapons like AK-47 or whatever, but like I usually say, if they cannot get AK-47, give them AK-39 and train them so that there will be efficiency. And apart from Amotekun, I wish that all other people, the volunteer, like JTF, joint volunteers, whatever, they should join them. And I'm also appealing to Nigeria Police and Army to give support to Amotekun so that we will come our forest. Away from that, our boys, we have Igbo have boys. And Are Onekakanfo, Gani Adams should not just stop at talking alone. Just I've observed it, I've said it. Talk is cheap. It's not about talking. So OPC, or what they call themselves, also to stand now and do and play their role as we are talking now. And all other big boys in the town that know that they can fight for Yoruba land. Because if you think that it doesn't concern you, the day that will concern somebody that will concern you, you will not know. If you think that they are attacking Oyo, you are in Lagos State. It's not. By the time they finish Oyo, they are coming to Lagos State, and you don't know the day that it will concern your relative in that axis. So it is the best time for everybody to rise up. Our boys, our men, the volunteer, the association of hunters, local hunters in the southwest. It is time to walk. The Agbekoya, it is time to stand and join Amotekun and make sure that there is sanity in our forest. Away from that, people in community, we should also be vigilant and observant. Any strange movement from Aboki, report it. Any strange movement that you don't understand. Ordinarily, if everybody want to pray, Muslim, they want to pray, they face Kaaba. If you see somebody that doesn't face Kaaba, just use as an example, report that. I don't know the kind of activities they are doing in this place. To tell you that they have entered us. A member of Boko Haram pretending to be a wristwatch repairer. Come on, it's very, very deep. To tell you that everybody from north now, they are now suspect. Let me tell you, the activities of Bola in this Lagos State, in this southwest, if they want to use it to enter us, it's more than enough. What this Bola, and then the condemn iron, condemn battery, it is more than enough to strike us. So we need to checkmate them. About 2 months ago, a very big iron rod that we use to cover the gutter in the front of our house, it was removed. This I'm talking about. It's have to have it will take like a FT 3 able-bodied men before they will be able to carry it. They carry it, they went to sell it. And what we did, every bowler that passed through in the front of our house, we collect their wheelbarrow and put it inside that place. You have to come and bail it. Come and bail your wheelbarrow. They bail it and we use some part of their money to go and buy plank. So these people, you see what they did in Abuja? All these vandals, they went there, they cut cable and it subject that axis into darkness. So activities of Bola alone in the southwest is more than enough to cause a chaos. So what I'm now saying is that everybody should be vigilant, we should concentrate and be watchful. And if you report to a particular quarter, you don't see response, please, boys in the area, gather yourself and do the needful. I listened to a program recently now when somebody said Sunday Igboho is calling him, yes, Babekiti said Sunday Igboho is calling him that in a particular community in Ekiti area, there are terrorists inside the forest. Go there the following day, he made them, they have arrested them. Who went inside the bush to go and do the needful? It is the boys in that community. So now it is time for all hands to be on the desk if you want to succeed in quenching the fire of insecurity that Northerners want to set in the southwest.
Okay, but we've seen the likes of Ebubagu, just something like this. Even the ESN that was formed by Nnamdi Kanu and Ebubagu, formed by Umahi and the likes of Uzodinma in the southeast. But do you think that the southwest can sustain the Amotekun initiative?
It has been sustained for a very long time. It has been sustained. Amotekun now will be about 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it because we're in Lagos, we've not seen the effect?
I'm
Because
saying
you say it has been in existence for
it has
6
been
years.
in existence and it's effective. I've told you when I first started, I've given you mark of how they perform. I told you that I scored them. If they ask me to score them, I will score them like 65%. In Ondo, in Osun, I will score them like 60. Or Oyo, maybe 50. I told you where they don't perform well, and I told you Lagos State don't have. Don't let us talk about Ebubuagu in the southeast. Why Ebubuagu may not work in that place is that they don't, their politician, their governor, they have squandered the respect that the citizens will have given them. All the respect is being given to Nnamdi Kanu. So they don't trust their governor at all. The respect has been gone and there is no trust at all. But at least in Southwest, we may have some deterrent governors, some stupid governor, but we know how to talk to them and they fall in line. And sometimes you talk to them, they don't hear. When something happens, that thing will force them to fall in line. Like what happened to Seyi Makinde in Oyo State. When we are having that issue that time, and Sunday Igboho was trying to do some activities, it was Seyi Makinde that rose up and want to be tackle him. But now, when he himself observed that there is danger, do you know what he said? He said, where these people commit their crime is few kilometers away from where he is, telling you that he is being threatened. He feels threatened. That's why he cry out. Thank God he feels threatened. If they say they just went to some of this local community and kill like 30-50 people, he will just go there like Obada they want to do crusade and he will address people. We are going to look for something to do about it. Nothing will be done. But now he himself is being threatened. So that's why I said it's not that our governor here they are angel, but we know to talk to them or a particular situation communicate to them. Everybody, one of the best things that Akeredolu is being remembered for was his boldness and activities. I mean, his activities to work against the influence of bandits into Ondo State. Akeredolu did well there. In fact, he dear Buhari, he looked Buhari in the face like this, that your people cannot subject us into panic every day. So Amotekun performed excellently in Ondo. Osun State, they tried their best. Oyo is just mediocre. And in Ogun State, it's not that function well. So now that all of them now have seen the need to gear up, I think they are not gearing up. But we still want more. Apart from government, individual, let everybody rise up to fight this, to quench the fire of insecurity that the northerner want to set into the southwest. Because if we relent and we are watching until they make that move and establish in the southwest, in the next 3-4 decades, we may not be able to pursue them. So let us nip it in the bud.
So I do not think that the Fulani estimate will be. What do you think will be their reaction as regards this move from the southwest government?
Their reaction is not important. Let them react.
You don't think they'll be more prepared than ever?
They have been prepared and we have been keep them at bay. Historically, this is not the first time they want to come to southwest. They have concentrated on Oyo for a very long time. They want to take over that place, but it's go front. We have been able to keep them at bay. They wanted to run over the whole southwest. We have been able to. The only issue southwest have is that we usually forget and relent and go to sleep until when they come back. That's when we will rise up. Which me, it's just Yoruba. We just don't like a battle. Why? After we decimate them, take battle to their domain. If we really mean business, before they attack us, attack them. You see, these people, they're always ready for war. They're always ready for battle. But we are not for that. We Yoruba, we like peace, and too much of peace can even bring a problem. Yes, make you look weak. That is the truth of the matter. See, people that travel over there abroad, after they have made their country so okay, some of their citizens now become docile. They are not ready to work again. Go there, go to UK, you will see that the working class, both middle and the bottom, occupied by black. Where are their children? They are not ready to work again because government have settled almost everything. It's like ego. When they go people, or all these people, when they when they come to our side, they will be the one that will be doing the hard job. Hardly you will see a Yoruba man go that will say, I want to be digging soak away. I want to be digging well. It is Aboki or people from Ego that have been that one because we felt we are okay. I cannot come and go and kill myself. That is the example of how we feel. We feel like, of course, when there is no war, why are we going to be looking for war? Now, instead of the whole Yoruba now to gather and fight our common enemy, some of them will be busy fighting each other on a criminal, on a land. We hear that Ilobu and Ifosun, they are fighting. If Amodeke, they are fighting. This community is fighting that community. It is not time for that one now. It is time for all of us to come together and fight our common enemy, which is Fulani. Thank you very much.
Yes, Soludo is the number one. Hope Uzodema is the championer. Then Pitamba is the follower. They are all the eco politicians in the east that have been kidnapping, killing the Easterners. Yes, because president wasn't their present. Oh yeah, speak, make your decision, demand, make your request, and none of them could say anything. See, Tinubu don't need to ask them to write letter. They are the one that are supposed to write letter to Tinubu, not Tinubu that are supposed to ask them to write letter to him. They are the one that are supposed to write letter to Mr. President and to demand for their brother. But and their shame that makes them and the atrocities they are carrying out in the east, which they don't want to hands off from. That's why they have failed to submit a letter official to Mr. President. And the veterans, the Igbo veterans in America and diaspora, the angle they are coming now is what I long expected from them. I long expected all these things, all these reactions, all those Igbo governors in the east. If they fail to act now, see, imagine a whole Bola Ahmed Tinubu travel to Enugu to sit with them, to discuss with them, and none of them could raise this topic. None of them could speak of this.
Publicly.
This is opportunity for them to air their view, their point, to tell Tinubu, to demand, to tell him this is what we are concerning our brother. See. And not including Ohaneze in the Ojo. All of them, none of them even said anything concerning our brother. It means that they are the one that is carrying all the atrocities that is happening in the east. They are the one that is the insecurity. They are the ones sponsoring all those insecurity that is happening in the southeast. Yes, Soludo is the number one. Hope Uzodema is the championer. Then Pitamba is the follower. They are all the eco politicians in the east that have been kidnapping, killing the Easterners. Yes, because president wasn't their present. Oh yeah, speak, make your decision, demand, make your request, and none of them could say anything. That means they are the one that have been sponsoring unknown government that have been killing their brothers. So it is the item. I love the veterans. Let them rise. Baba, see, Bible said, listen, enough is enough. The Bible said, right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffer violence. Then the peace did not come with the peace. Use violence and bring peace. Yes, it is time. Let them see. If I have my way, I will tell those guys to go after these Nigerian politicians in the east. All those governors, leave Wami or whatsoever. Go after them. Enough of this nonsense. Saying if you release Mazen Namdekano, that Nigeria, that insecurity will not stop in the southeast. So you want him to die there. Mumu.
Okay, but then you come out to say that them not writing that letter to Tinubu But with on the internet, I saw a lot of comments where the youth were kind of upset with this, by the governors not wanting to write that letter. And even when, just like you said, when Tinubu came to the southeast, the governors not speaking out their mind publicly. They wanted them to say publicly so that Tinubu will make answer to that.
See, my beloved, I don't
request.
want. Hello, there is no longevity, or how did I call it, in this matter. They don't want. They don't want. The statement has been clearly made. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes outside, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to stop many atrocities that is going on in the east. And for them to continue, Soludo have already analyzed, expecting 10-point-something trillion in 2025. Just the way they share 2.2 trillion last year. Paper carried it. All Nigerian vendors of paper, they carry it. The Nigeria make profit. It has become another venture, another industry, another investment, another company, and another firm. Kidnapping has become another firm whereby Nigerian politicians are using, you understand, to make money. That's why they have what it takes to publish how much they have made in 2024 in the newspaper, that they have made 2.2 trillion. What a shame. And that is why the Soludo is already pointing again how much to make more, 10-point-something trillion. That is what they are expecting in 2025. Even if he step down, his boys in court. I'm asking, if he step down, won't his boys continue operating? He will continue to operate. You understand? We are talking about a system whereby all this nonsense should stop. That is what I'm pointing at. You understand? And the only way many of it, you understand, many of all this nonsense will stop is by the reason Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. He knows how to speak, to address the people, to speak senses into the senseless. Into the senseless people. You know how to speak sense into the senseless ones. And they will now start to reason well. And they will now come back and do the needful. You understand? Instead of having time, when you wake up in the morning, you are thinking on how to go and kill your fellow human being, how to kidnap your fellow human being. What if they kidnap you that is kidnapping people? How will you feel? If they put you in that condition, how do you feel? Put yourself in the shoe of the people you are kidnapping, in the shoe of the people you are collecting ransom from. Baba, let us call a spade a spade. I used to kind of bring something to myself before I give it out. You understand? The Bible says, first and foremost, you understand? Go and read the book of Matthew chapter 7. He said, first and foremost, remove the beam that is in your eye before you think of removing another person. Pitch yourself. Pitch yourself. How did you feel? Then the way you feel, that is how the person that you want to pinch will feel.
Okay, but the veterans now, the military,
let them not do talking. Let them start action.
The action now, should they really move ahead with what they said by Trump and America banning them from terms to the Western one and to America?
By bonding, and by bonding them, anything at all they know they can do, let them go ahead and do it. Anything at all they know they can do, let them go ahead. No mercy, no pity. Go ahead and do it. No looking back, no retreat, no surrender. Don't look back. Give it to them. They deserve more than that. Woto. Yes, now.
Okay, but if the governors are not wanting to release Nnamdi Kanu, we've heard former governor Ojuzo Kalu come out and say that Tinubu should release Nnamdi Kanu. Anytime it sees Tinubu, he used to tell Tinubu that Ojuzo Kalu. He said Tinubu, Nigerians are suffering, that the problem of Nigeria is because of the suffering in the southeast. He said release Nnamdi Kanu so that things will come down. He said the what they are producing in China can produce here in the southeast. That once we start producing in Nigeria and the security is improved, that things will become cheaper, because the insecurity in the southeast is not not making things go the way it's supposed to go in Nigeria. That the problem in the southeast was causing the problem in Nigeria. What's your take as regards?
Let me tell you, my brother, whatsoever they like, let them produce. Whatsoever they like, let them do. Whatsoever all Jews or Carol, like, let him say. It's none of my business. They are all bed of the same feather.
So you don't trust him?
I don't trust him. Well, excuse me, let me tell you. Nnamdi Kanu is never a problem. Neither Simon Ekpa. Neither anybody from the axis of the East. We have never been a problem to this nation. You understand? Excuse me. Who are the people that have mental development? Who are the people who have mental promotion? You know, promoting economy, promoting things, developing things, and blessing things. You know, making things to happen. Who are the people? The Easterners, the Biafrans. Are you getting it? Come in the axis of economy, comes in the axis of development, come in the aspara. Go to 37 states of Nigeria. You will be a witness of what I am telling you. Abuja is what it is today because of Biafrans.